over 9,000 was actually 8,000. Hell became HFIL. Your friend watched a different DBZ. Here are 10 weird facts that explain why. Number 10. Over 9,000 was 8,000. First up, the quote you've said 1,000 times. In Japan, Vegeta says 8,000. Late 90s English TV bumped it to 9,000 for lip-flap timing and punch. It hit hard on after-school TV, then showed up in toys and games, so it felt official. It worked. Kids repeated it at school, toys and games echoed it, and one-digit swap became the most famous line in the entire series. If you grew up saying 9,000, you weren't wrong. You were hearing your version of Z. You probably first heard it on the playground. Someone yelled it during dodgeball. It sounded huge. Later, you caught the Vegeta episode and went, "Oh, so that's where it's from." A meme before you even knew the word. All right, next up, the afterlife sign that got 4 new letters on US TV, HFIL. Number 9, HFIL replaced Hell. Next up, the afterlife that got censored. In Japan, villains go to hell, literal hell. But late 90s US TV had a problem. You can't say hell at 4 p.m. on a weekday block. So editors invented HFIL, Home for Infinite Losers. They redrew the gate sign in softened lines, and for years, you thought that was the original. Then you saw the Japanese cut and realized, wait, that's just hell with extra letters. A daytime rule created a fake acronym an entire generation accepted as canon. And you remember pausing a VHS frame trying to read that sign. HFIL looked official. It lived in your head for years. All right, now the headliner who got a brand new name. Number 8, Mr. Satan became Hercule in the US. The champion with 2 names. In Japan, he's Mr. Satan. Loud, cocky, always taking credit. But US TV in the late 90s wouldn't put Satan on a kid's title card. So he became Hercule. Your toys said Hercule. Your games said Hercule. You learned that name first. Then forums blew up. His real name is Mr. Satan. Both names were official. Both were in stores at the same time. 1 character, 2 identities, depending on which dub you caught after school. You might still have a figure in a bin labeled Hercule, while your friend swears it's Mr. Satan. That mismatch never left. Why this mattered? It sparked early forum wars. Kids searched on dial-up just to check the real name. It was the first big DBZ trivia fight many of us ever had online. And speaking of dubs, 2 ran side by side. Number 7, 2 English dubs ran in parallel. The dub that split the fan base. In the late 90s, 2 English versions aired at the same time from different studios and deals. Different actors, different music, different energy. So you and your friend could both watch Goku versus Frieza, but hear completely different voices. You'd argue about the real Goku voice, and you were both right. 2 studios, 2 casts, same show, same year. Your DBZ and their DBZ were both official. You remember calling a friend after an episode and realizing your scene didn't sound like theirs. Instant argument, instant loyalty. Why this mattered? It created 2 legit nostalgia tracks. Conventions, clips, even quotes. People bond to the version they met first. Openings tell on you. What song did you grow up with? Number 6, Rock the Dragon versus Chala Head Chala, the theme you can still sing. In the US, you heard Rock the Dragon. Guitars, drums, pure 90s energy. You sang it in the car. You hummed it at school. That was Dragon Ball Z. In Japan, the opening was Chala Head Chala, upbeat, pop, a totally different vibe. Neither was a cover. Both were original picks for their audiences. So the song burned into your brain isn't universal. It's your version of Z, and both fan bases will defend their anthem to the end. If you recorded episodes on VHS, you probably rewound just to hear that riff again. That 30 seconds was pure pre-game hype. Now to the background music that split fans even more. Number 5, Faulconer versus Kikuchi, 90s music divide. The background music that started wars. In Japan, Shunsuke Kikuchi scored Z with orchestral drama, strings, horns, classic tension. By 1999, US airings leaned into Bruce Faulconer, Synth bass, electric guitar, rock intensity. Same Gohan transformation, completely different emotion. The version you heard first imprinted. You feel the scene a certain way, and any other score feels wrong. Debates still rage, Faulconer versus Kikuchi. There's no correct answer, only the one that hit you first. One show, two soundtracks, same decade. You remember showing a clip to a friend and saying, "No, it's supposed to sound like this," and they said the exact same thing back. Two truths. Why this mattered: your first soundtrack became your emotional baseline. Change the music and the memory feels off, even when the picture is the same. Stick around, because the #1 fact is one voice actor playing an entire family tree, and it's wild. From sound to time, the 5 minutes that weren't. #4, Namek's 5 minutes lasted episodes. The 5 minutes that lasted forever. Frieza says Namek will explode in 5 minutes. Then the fight keeps going and going. Episode after episode, you're yelling at the TV, "It's been 5 minutes!" Here's what happened. The anime was catching up to the manga too fast. The team stretched every second. Reaction shots, flashbacks, long stares. The in-story timer said 5 minutes. The real-world clock said several episodes. It wasn't bad writing. It was TV survival. And it turned into one of anime's most famous running jokes. Every rewatch, you still smile when the 5 minutes line drops. It's a shared joke with the entire fandom. Language got reshaped too, right down to death. #3, Sent to Another Dimension, 90s euphemisms. The death that wasn't death. In US daytime edits, characters didn't die. They were sent to another dimension. Villains weren't killed. They were defeated. Blood lightened, gun frames trimmed, all to clear weekday standards. So you watched a war for Earth where no one officially died. Then you saw the uncut version and realized they were just using nicer words. Same explosions, same stakes, softer script, a show about warriors fighting to the death that rarely said death. Peak 90s censorship. You can still hear the line in your head, "Another dimension." It's funny now and very, very 90s. Even the episode list wasn't safe. #2, early US seasons condensed and merged. The seasons that didn't match. Early US runs cut and combined episodes to fit time slots and content rules. So your season 1 memories are shorter than Japan's. You'd check guides and the numbers wouldn't line up. You'd swear an episode happened earlier, and you were right, in your version. Same story arcs, different structure. The road you took through Z wasn't the only road. Later uncut releases made the differences obvious, and the fan debates even louder. That's why rewatching on disc or streaming sometimes feels new. You're finally seeing the route you missed. To close it out, meet the voice who tied the family together. #1, Masako Nozawa, voiced Goku and his sons. The voice that played the family. In Japan, Masako Nozawa voices Goku, also Gohan, also Goten, sometimes all in the same scene. In the US, you heard different actors for each character. In Japan, family literally sounds like family. It's a long-running shonen tradition. One voice carries the bloodline. For decades, Nozawa has been the heart of the Sun family. One actor, one family tree. That's how Japan heard the legend. If you learned this late, you probably said, "Wait, what?" Then you re-listened and went, "Oh wow, it's all there." Quick wrap, then your turn. You still feel this show because it was a ritual, theme, weekday hype. The sound you met first imprinted. And the climb, train, fail, roar taught you effort pays off. That feeling sticks. Tell me which path you lived. Rock the Dragon with Faulconer or Cha-La with Kikuchi? Drop it in the comments. I want to see how split this is. Because with box set and chill, the nostalgia never ends.